Oh my god, I am such a boomer. I didn't even turn on my fucking mic. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't even turn on my fucking mic. I am such a boomer. What's going on, Habibis? Um, I truly hate each and every one of you so much right now. Um, See, this is how I start a stream. I started with just being an absolute boomer, and I can't get my camera to be not fuzzy on me. Do I have to like sit back to get it working? I don't know. Um, but let's get back to what I was trying to do. I was literally trying to post a photo of or a GIF of what's going on about getting people to come watch the stream. Um, what else do I got? Do I have anything recent? This is pretty good. This is actually Khalid. Khalid sent me this. Khalid made this. Look at this. Allahu Akbar. God, it's so good. Allahu Akbar. What the bitch? Allahu Akbar. Oh man, it's so good. All right, I can't use it because it's for Habibi Power Hour, but I just want you all to know that he did that. Khalid made that, and it's fucking beautiful. Yeah, so let me go ahead and just quickly post a link to the stream so people can get in here. I'm just looking for a GIF. If I can find a GIF, that would make everything so much easier. Let's see, kind. Let's go with kind. PDF documents, no. GIF, maybe? Where GIF's under? Such a boomer. I found it. Found it. This is what we're going with. Going with this one. God, I can't even spell right. It's time for the list. Get in here and watch me be a boomer. Okay. Sorry for starting so late. I obviously didn't mean to start this late. But good news, tomorrow I actually do get my new PC. It'll be delivered to me in the mail. It's going to be just excellent. I'm very excited about it. So let's get us to... Don't worry about the Patreon right now. This is what I'll do. I'll go off of our document here. What I'm going to do, let me go ahead and share this with you all right now. No, not. I want to change it. Anyone with a link can get it. Oh, son of a bitch. No, not. God. Oh, I literally am just the biggest boomer ever. Let me go ahead and send it up here. Rom, what's happening, Habibi? Go ahead and check it out. Let me go ahead and open Discord because since my computer is such shit, hopefully this is the last night of my computer woes. After tonight, tomorrow will be a brand new day, inshallah. Um, all right, let's go ahead and send that. All right. Zoom out. This is hurting your eyes. Okay, sorry. Jesus. Sorry, guys. You're not used to seeing my face so close, up so close. Let me move this down. I really am the biggest boomer in here. I'm sorry. I try, but I can't help it. Let's move the chat box under there. In fact, I don't even give a shit about the chat box. Got so many drop frames. I love how... All right, so let's do this. Y'all ain't completely oblivious to how things are going on the list stream, so let me do this. Whoa, Siraj, what's going on? I want to make sure you guys can see 1 through 10. Of course, we are including everything that happened within the last day, in addition to everything from the last week. So that's why we are going with a bigger, well, not bigger list. I'm not extending it beyond 10, but it makes this past week even like there are just a shit ton of crazy tweets. So as always, special thanks to Ben Morrissey and Spencer Sachs and Jay as well for constantly nominating people to the list. I couldn't have done it without you. Also, you're all fired. So let's do this. Do I like snack pack puddings? I do, I guess. What else we get? So, all right, so hope y'all are having a good week so far. It's Tuesday. It is June 15th, middle of the month already. Summer is right around the corner, although I'm in Florida right now. Summer felt like it got here like 3 months ago. So what are you going to do? This past week was insane indeed. I didn't think that we've ever had such a crazy week, but here we go. We are going to go through 10 to 1, and then we are going to, then we're going to go vote from 1 to 10, kind of like we always do. But if you're new here and you need a quick idea of what the list is and like what it is, just ask somebody in the chat, and they're happy to explain it. I'm also happy to explain anything that you have questions about with respect to the list. Obviously, we are going through the worst takes of the week. There have been some particularly bad ones, and we are obviously looking for the most uniquely awful takes. So you might nominate somebody who, says some shit about, makes reference to the Holocaust or slavery or something like that. Or they might come off as really racist or really sexist or even, do something that's really just downright insane. But it really depends on how unique the take is. So hopefully this particular list will help us sift through how uniquely awful some of these takes are. So we're going to start off with Elizabeth Warren at number 10. There's a good chance I'm blocked by many of these people who are on the list. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that I am logged into into the Habibi Bros account. Now there's a 7.5 minute video that Elizabeth Warren posts. We are not going to watch it because I hate you, Habibis, but I don't hate you that much. So I will make sure you don't watch this whole thing. But I will read the tweet out to you. in which she says Bitcoin requires so much computing activity that it eats up more energy than entire countries. That sounds outlandishly untrue. One of the easiest and least disruptive things we can do to fight the climate crisis is to crack down on environmentally wasteful cryptocurrencies. So let me just point out real quick. Who would have thought that in 2021, Elizabeth Warren, supposedly the beacon of progressivism, is going to be shilling for big banks? Because that's essentially 100% of what Elizabeth Warren is doing here. Yes, there you have Elon Musk, who has like met with people who are mining cryptocurrencies and tried to get them to have a lease, a smaller carbon footprint when mining cryptocurrencies. But what Elizabeth Warren seems to be doing is that she wants to just eliminate cryptocurrency altogether. Probably not because she thinks it's shilling for the big banks, but because she thinks it's probably tied to white supremacy. And that like everybody engaged in cryptocurrency just wants to have a white ethno state. It's all bullshit. That's not true about wanting to have a white ethno state. But Elizabeth Warren is such an economic protectionist that I wouldn't put it past her that she would want to completely get rid of cryptocurrency and have the US dollar being the sole number one currency in the world. I mean, obviously it's still number one. I mean, everything is basically traded in US dollars. The Chinese yuan, they want to make theirs the number one currency in the world. But that's a conversation for another day. I don't want to bore you, but Elizabeth Warren shilling for big banks, that's definitely less material. And, it is what it is. So, coming in at number 10. Coming in at number 9, and this has actually got a lot of pushback because it's Charlie Kirk tweet. Holy shit, where'd it go? Okay. So, Charlie Kirk tweets, a 19-year-old student in Illinois died after suffering from a case of apparent myocarditis-induced heart failure following her second shot of the China virus vaccine. Why is no one talking about Simone Scott? Why are we vaccinating healthy people and putting their lives at risk? So I was getting a lot of pushback on this because I listed him for it. And what ended up happening, she had a heart transplant a few weeks ago. Now, if we actually go through one of these stories, she was 19 years old? Supposedly died of a suspected virus attack. I feel like, with respect to, Charlie Kirk does follow me, and I list that motherfucker all the time. It just drives me nuts. And then again, I follow him, so it's like we hate each other relationship. Anyways, I don't know why it seems... So she got pneumonia that ultimately contributed to her death. There's no mention of the vaccine in this story. But I feel like it's important to note here that just because someone dies after getting the vaccine doesn't always mean that they died because of the vaccine. Correlation does not equal causation. That's like one of the oldest sayings. And I think, while there are certainly risks for everyone, health risks with respect to getting anything, I feel like this is just a bridge too far. And the reason why it's probably so low on the list right now is because he's not the first person to talk about or to at least question vaccines in this manner. I feel like he's doing it in such a reckless way, though. Oh man, Geet says Siraj needs some coffee and weed. He's kind of off today. I actually just had coffee after dinner. Bro, I'm exhausted. I went back to the gym this week for the first time in 2 months. Obviously, the first month was because of Ramadan. I just didn't have any energy to do anything. And secondly, in the month of May, I had like a bunch of family emergencies that most of you already know about, and so I was traveling incessantly. I just couldn't, even hit the gym. And then tonight, wife invited me out for dinner with a few other people, and so we got dinner, and I think it was really good. But yeah, so I honestly I just hope we get a little bit of stability and I can rest in peace. Um, Ben, you're fired. He says exhausted after his wife left him for the 69th time this month. Um, so I think this is a valid listing because there isn't any evidence right now that the second shot of the coronavirus vaccine led to her death. And I feel like it's spreading misinformation. I don't know if it's disinformation at this point. I think it's too early to say it's disinformation. Because I don't know. I don't really know Charlie Kirk to really be a disinformation agent. I just know him to be a fucking dumbass. So I'm gonna chalk it up to that. Anyways, Charlie Kirk at number 9. Number 8, we have Naomi Sayers, who I'm pretty sure blocked me. Yes, she did. Let's go to that right now. Yes. Successful blocking. D Rose says, kind of random. Did that restaurant in DC that fed homeless people survive the shutdown? I hope they did. Last I heard, it's Sakina. Sakina Halal Grill. It looks like they're still. Oh, they're just closed for the evening, not. But they're making sure that I can't scroll through their website. Anyways, they are still open. Thank God. Alhamdulillah. All right, let me go ahead and switch to Habibi Bros. All right, so here's one thing that Graham sends. Eli asks, are we listing Tim Pool for hiring Cassandra Fairbanks? I am in no position to criticize people for who, and I am in no position to criticize anyone for who they hire. I don't have a fucking job, okay? I don't have a fucking job, so why should I be criticizing? Oh, they shouldn't hire them. Oh, is it because you don't have a job? Yeah, I guess it is. Let's see. So, changing America from the Hill. CDC says vaccine linked to heart inflammation is stronger than previously thought. Look, I'm not completely dismissing that the vaccine can cause this. What I am saying is that Charlie Kirk did not make a strong enough argument in his tweet to link the two, and that's where he needs to be listed. Well, that's very kind of you, Geet. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I'm kind of plugging along like Habibi Bros is gonna blow up because that's what I really want to have work. Because Jay and I got something special together, and I want to see that. I don't want to leave that if we can really make that work. And even if I got another job, honestly, I wouldn't want to leave Jay at all. So he's my Habibi bro. But in any event, the reason why I'm trying to make Habibi Bros be the thing, be the job. Like I work on it a lot, and I think it's important for it to grow. So I'm hoping that with enough professionalism and support, and hopefully with a little bit more stability and a better streaming computer, which I'm getting tomorrow. Hopefully I should be able to, Habibi Bros to the moon and then crash into a giant tall skyscraper. Let's see. Ram says Habibi Bros gonna blow up soon, inshallah. So yeah, we got a brand new episode tomorrow night. Jay and I have not talked yet about this week's episode, so I got to do that right after. I shit you not. I literally moved around just in the last 24 hours from the rental I was in Florida to the spot that I'm in right now, which is actually at a friend's house. So what are you gonna do? Anyways, this number 8 on the list comes from Naomi Sayers, who tweeted in the response to Jordan Kong. Jordan Kong tweets, unpopular opinion, the best thing young people can do early in their careers is to work on the weekends. I don't know if you guys could read that. Let me zoom in here. You guys can see that unpopular opinion. The best thing young people can do early in their careers is to work on the weekends. That is a bad tweet. I don't think that. I think that's list worthy in and of itself. But the only reason why I don't think this one should get listed is because this one is much worse. And it's not just a reply guy. It's not a reply. It is literally a quote tweet. And Naomi Sayers tweets, unpopular opinion, the best thing young people can do early in their careers is do sex work on the side, because your early career prospects will be unstable, unpredictable, low pay, likely contract work, and very, very much exploitive. Like sex work isn't exploitive? Get the fuck out of here. I don't know how people think. It's just, I know the answer. It's that they don't think, and they think, oh, this is going to be so fucking amazing. I'm just going to tweet this shit out and just send it out. And this is the garbage that comes out, this fucking word vomit. But yes, I'm also jealous because they're talking about sex work. And not only can I not get a job, I also can't get a job as a hooker since I'm an incel. So, a girl can dream, right? In order to get sex work, I'd have to actually have sex, and that's something I just don't do. That's my kind. That's something DC heroes just don't do. All right, Tom for Congress coming in at number 7. I think that's Tom Judson. Is it Tom Judson? How many takes has he had this week? No, this is not. This is a different one. This is a guy who's complete dumbass. All right, so Honor the Earth tweets out a video. It says DHS Border Patrol is using a low-flying helicopter to try to clear out indigenous peoples and allies fighting the Stop Line 3. Okay. And then Tom for Congress, who goes by the handle #defund the police with a sunflower rose, which, of course, when you look at it, you got to think, man, save some pussy for the rest of us. My God. Tom tweets out, this is where a banana clip full of rounds from an AR-15 directed at that tail rotor could do an awful lot of good. So now we're encouraging violence straight up. I mean, this is the type of shit that they were... Look, this guy ran for Congress, and I shit you not, this is the type of stuff that they have, people like Tom for Congress have been crying about with respect to January 6th. They're like, oh my God, we had literal terrorists in Congress. We were so close to losing our democracy. Like, and then you tweet out some bullshit like this. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. That's just like, First of all, it's not a banana clip; it's a magazine, as ZD Zachary points out. And secondly, like, look, I am all for saying fuck the government um, and like not trusting them at all. But man, there are leaps and bounds. That's leaps and bounds away from like literally encouraging violence against the state. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. So yeah, he's coming in at number 7. Number 6, we have the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire, and this one's an interesting one. This is actually a deleted tweet. Oh God, sorry. I'm gonna like break the entire house now, man. This is the tweet. They deleted this. It says John McCain's brain tumor. Lincoln, the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire tweeted out John McCain's brain tumor saved more lives than Anthony Fauci. Okay. Bad tweet, right? Yeah, very bad. I'm hearing, and I want to Google this. There might have been a hack. I think. I've heard of a hack. Maybe not. No, they're just shitty. They're just shitty. So let's just keep that on the list until I get like an actual report on it. I'm not gonna say shit. I heard rumors of a hack, and that's just about it. All right, number 5, we got Greg Kelly. Greg Kelly, who's no stranger to the list, coming in at number 5. Let's go pull that up. He had one. People got mad at me for this. This is the first one that he deleted. There's a struggle for power in the New Hampshire branch of the party. Says Dr. Sluice. Yeah, that I did hear about. So Greg Kelly tweets and then deletes this tweet. Says, military life had its perks, but it was also a major pain. I will tell you what took the sting out of it. That when I was flying around the Pacific Ocean off of ships, I knew there was a Secretary of Defense who was white, just like me, made a big difference with morale. Now, I've gotten pushback on this, saying that it was a joke, it was a bad joke, it was a joke that didn't land. Okay, bad jokes still get listed. If you don't stick the landing, you get listed. I understand that he was trying to like make a point about how he and his wife got married by a black pastor or black reverend. I can't recall exactly who, but a black man officiated their wedding, and I think it was a black Marine. So that being said, Greg Kelly gets a list because he's just truly bad execution. And when you get it wrong and you still, and not only do you, if you feel it's bad enough that you have to delete the tweet, I think it's important to put that person on the list. But he also had this tweet, and this is just a weird one. He tweets out, I'm watching a lot of regular TV. There are no white men in any commercials. Apparently overnight we've lost our interest in cars, finance, personal hygiene, furniture, pets, vacations, soft drinks, insurance, pharmaceuticals, home repair, exercise, amusement parks, hotels, and then CL. I don't know what that was for. But this in and of itself is kind of it's actually a very weird thing to tweet. I don't know why anybody would complain about this. So he's getting the list for that. Anyways, but we are going to vote on it. So there's going to be a number of things that we could talk about. Next up, and honestly, there's going to be some shakeups here because I'm seeing a few things that I might add, like this one. I just added. Number 4, we got Josh Mandel, and this is another pretty bad tweet. So Josh Mandel tweets, Democrat Jews who support Ilhan Omar are making the same mistake of German Jews who thought that cooperating with the Nazis would spare them. They ended up on the same trains to the same camps as my grandfather Joe from Kielce, Poland. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that correctly. But what I want to say about this is, again, another one of those things. Jews supporting Ilhan Omar is leaps and bounds away from Jews being sent to concentration and death camps during the Holocaust. Like, there is just like completely different stratosphere of comparison. And Anthony Rivera puts it nicely, can we stop with the half-assed Holocaust comparisons? Yes, I hate them too. And that's why we continue to list them. So that's why Josh Mandel gets it. Actually, it's funny, and Ram, this is another person who actually follows me too. Quite recently, actually. I didn't follow him back though because his tweets just suck. So, yeah. Coming in at number 3, we have Madeline Bills. This fucking bitch. Oh my god. This is such a bad tweet. Oh my god. All right. Madeline Bills, who's not a blue check, but wrote in Slate. And Slate tweeted out, look at that ratio. I think, and that's like high level of engagement where a non-blue check can actually make the list. So, Madeline Billis. I guess, what's his name? Ben misspelled it. Hashtag fire Ben. She wrote, I wrote about a heartbreaking decision that I wish I and so many others didn't have to make. What was that decision? Look at this fucking shit. Oh, I can't even see the full fucking link. It says, I adopted a pandemic dog, then I had to put her down. And then I think it continues on saying, I learned I'm far from alone. Which, what the fuck? What the absolute fuck? What the actual fuck? People are insane. Why would you put down a dog like that? Oh man, we have man. Eli says, would Chipper go bird? Just wait. We're about to get to the worst of the worst. And that is, we got Charlotte Clymer here. Coming in at number 2. God. All of her tweets. All of her tweets are so bad. Okay, we're going to go through them. Charlotte Clymer with the gender identity politics injecting that shit. Basically says, God is transgender, it is known. That's one. Second, good morning, God is transgender. Okay. This is the worst of the worst. Charlotte Clymer, who, by the way, is a trans woman, not knocking her for that. What I would knock her for is the fact that she only lists herself as a lesbian in her Twitter bio. But hey, you do you. Charlotte Clymer getting into it with people on Twitter. This first tweet says, it's cute you want to imply that Islam is the biggest threat to trans people in this country when literally every Muslim elected to Congress supports trans rights, and I'm not even sure half of the Christians in Congress do. Muslim politicians fight for me, a trans woman Christian. And then the next reply says, go live in Iran and see how you're treated. And then Charlotte Clymer tweets, Iran literally pays for trans-affirming medical care with state funds. So not exactly a great way to make your point there, sweetie. We listed that shit. Now, for those who are not aware, Iran and transgender surgery are done on a coercive basis. It's not about, it's not because they're like, oh, we want you to be trans and we want you to, like, you know, speak your truth. It's like, no, you're gay and we're going to either execute you or we're going to make you into the opposite sex. If you're a gay man, we're going to make you into a woman. If you're a lesbian woman, we're going to make you into a man, although I'm pretty sure it works the other way around. I'm pretty sure it only means gay men become women and, you know, lesbian women get stoned and executed. So, oh, someone wants to say what Bridget say. Let's go to it. Where is it? First she tagged me. It's actually funny. Bridget tagged me and then she messaged me like a few hours before. I'd say I checked my messages after a few hours after I saw this tag. And she's like, do you actively hate me, or like, do you hate me or something like that? I was like, no, of course not. Like, I got it. Like, I just didn't see it. I didn't check my phone all that evening. Probably because I was June 10th and that was literally the night after Habibi Power Hours episode 69. But she also wrote who's gonna tell her, because Bridget gets it. Blake says we want Ern. Ern's not down here. I'm sorry. I'm in Florida. Ern's up in DC. I can't bring him down. That's why I have him up here. You see? What's up, buddy? Oh, he's too cute. I can't touch him. You can't see him. All right. Let's go next. Charlotte Clymer then says, okay, so she's responding to the whole Mara Gay flag controversy. That's the whole non-controversy controversy. Fox News tweets out, New York Times, MSNBC's Mara Gay says, disturbing to see dozens of American flags on trucks in Long Island. Charlotte Clymer tweets out, as a military veteran, I completely agree with Mara Gay. It is disturbing. Large American flags on trucks are performative nonsense that are absolutely intended to communicate that America is a conservative white country. It's an intentional signal. She's right. We literally were talking about this shit with God is transgender. She is a virtue signaling attention whore. That's all she is. That's all she does. I just can't stand her. Geet asks if I'm moving permanently. Look, nothing's permanent in life. But it looks like it's happening in the meantime. Oh my God. Look at least I have good interns. Wednesday, 6-9. Nice. Good job, Ben. You're still fired, but good job. All right, and then coming in at number 1. We have Pete Dominic, who, if you were paying attention to anything that was happening last night, I will say this. I'm not going to show you everything about this tweet because it's honestly kind of disgusting. Oh my God, look at that ratio. Let's just pull them all up, okay? This is what started it all, is that this tweet from Matt Walsh. And I'm not going to show you the fucking video, but it is like basically... No.
Confidence in...
All right. How do I zoom in? Zoom in and get me out of there. Okay. Oh, thank God. All right. So Matt Walsh tweets out, elect me president. All right. That hopefully y'all can read that. He says, elect me president, and my one pledge is that I will have every adult involved with this kind of shit arrested. I have no other plans, just that. What that is basically encouraging young children, young girls to twerk, which... All right, so Pete Dominic tweets out, Matt Walsh is worse than the Taliban, which, okay, that is not the tweet that is the most list-worthy, okay? Everything that follows it, though, is. So let's go to the first one. Very first one is someone explain to me what is wrong with a child twerking. I still do not understand what is the concern. Look at that fucking ratio. Okay. That's one. And it keeps going. He keeps digging. He literally keeps digging. It doesn't stop. He says, what is wrong with a child twerking? Explain what your concern for her is. Are you shitting me, Pete? Really, bro? I'm calling the fucking FBI. It doesn't stop. There's still more. Oh, God. No, come on. Zoom in. Get that fucking shit out of my face. And then Pete Dominic again tweets out, right-wing lunatics are losing their mind over a toddler dancing. They think the adults who encourage this should be arrested. I think this kid is great and see no issue with it at all. You? Bro, what the fuck? See, we hit him with our expectations for you are low, but holy fuck. We got this. Yeah, this is what by practice I was saying. Tweet again. I dare you. I do like that he gave me more things to work with. So with the whole Matt Walsh is worse than the Taliban, they obviously hit him with the Taliban. Me and Jay. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, and then we got the Captain America. So you sent a tweet. This is where the wood chipper is needed, guys. Geet, which mention are you talking about? Twitter or Twitch? Because I'm not entirely sure, and it's almost 11 o'clock, and I'm just bad at checking my mentions. I'm very bad at checking my mentions. Extremely bad. Twitter, okay. I'm sorry, man. You're gonna have to DM the shit to me because I honestly I can't find this stuff right away. And my mentions are like quality filter. I can't see anything. So please just DM it to me. I'll check my DMs. So this is what we're gonna do. I want to make sure. I want you to see all of the horrible tweets. Joy Reid is kind of, considering what this week has given us, this isn't as unique. Terry Moran, also not very unique. Slate is the same piece as the dog murdering lady. But Time and Chrissy Teigen are potential backups. And I'll go to Time real quick. Oh, God damn it. Oh, Siraj, what the fuck, you fucking boomer? Okay, Time. This is the honorable mention. This is so good. And Prison Mitch again did one of those things where he made such a great meme and I used it and I didn't think to have him use it first, and that was my fault. Biden takes on Putin. Look at that. Fucking A. And then Prison Mitch makes this shit. So you decided to tweet. It's so good. Jane, what are you sending me? Oh yeah, this is another bad one. We got that one too. That's a bad one. 12 News. As rising murder rates gain attention in American cities, Republicans have ramped up a misleading campaign to cast Democrats as anti-police and lax on public safety, which is, it is true. That is what Democrats actually pushed for. But yes, somehow it's all the Republicans' fault. Sullivan. Which one was this? Oh God, I gotta pee. I don't think this is remotely top 10 worthy. The other one is Chrissy Teigen, or Chrissy Teigen, however you want to pronounce her name. She simply tweets out "Hi again," but and also a link to a Medium post, and I'm just gonna throw it up here, and she just it's all about the bullying stuff, and she tries to play it off like, oh, this is just a one big oopsie, this is just a haha tee hee, woe is, I didn't actually mean to bully people. She told people in DMs to kill themselves. She says she was being a troll, but she did everything within the DMs, not like out in the open. Like, I am a troll. I will never tell people to kill themselves in the DMs or in public, but I will tell people to go fuck themselves, and that is exactly what I said to Chrissy. I said, "Hey, Chrissy, go fuck yourself."
The hell
and
are you supposed to be?
meme from what's his name, from Boris Farage.
The hell are you supposed to be? I'm vengeance. The hell are you supposed to be?
So, Chrissy Teigen, please go fuck yourself. I'm actually interested in voting on her for number one, to be honest with you, but I don't think she's gonna get it. I think what's gonna happen is we might have. I'm gonna do 4 candidates for number one, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to include Chrissy Teigen right here, and we are going to vote on the top 4 for number one, and we'll get started on voting. Now, if you are recently joining, hold on one second. Let me share the. If you haven't seen any of the list nominees, I'm sending the link to you guys one more time. Go ahead and check out the Google Doc. I'm going to go ahead and start the first poll. It's going to be for number one. We're going to have Pete Dominic, Charlotte Clymer. What else? Madeline Billis. Madeline Billis was the person who put down her dog. She got a pandemic dog. Where is it? God, there's so many bad. This is Madeline Billis. I wrote about a heartbreaking decision that I wish and so many others didn't have to make. I adopted a pandemic dog, then I had to put her down. Just truly some of the worst people. And then the fourth option is going to be Chrissy Teigen. This is going to be 3 minutes on the clock. Actually, let's make it 5 minutes. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to vote on this. 69 channel points or 1 bit per extra vote. Of course, this is a 4-way race, so the winner has to get more than 51%. 51% or more. Poll is live. I'm going to go use the restroom, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to sit down and pee. That's it. Sit down and pee. I'll be right back. Let me mute this mic, and then I'll come back and not remember how to turn it on. Okay, I turned the mic back on. Let's go see what the results are looking like. Oh my god, Pete Dominic is absolutely destroying everyone. It's tough to say which one should really be number one because they're all so bad. Like, if Chrissy Teigen never tweeted out anything about her bullying the fuck out of people, I would be inclined to not even list her because she didn't tweet about it. But because she did, I think it's important. Anyways, while we're still waiting on the list, quick shout out to Nick A. Chu for subbing for 8 months in a row. Says, I am here, now we can party. Loon Man, thank you for subbing for 2 months. What else we got? XZ Limbo, thank you for subbing for 2 months in a row. Appreciate you, Habibi. Jeremy EOD Tech 89, subbing for 5 months in a row. Thank you so much for your support, Habibi. Smudge Rocks, thank you for subbing for 4 months in a row. Says, I'm ready for the listing. Thank you so much for subbing. Really do appreciate you, Habibi. Oh shit, Dan, thank you so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the Habibis. Really appreciate it. And the poll is about, oh, we've hit 420 votes for Pete Dominic. Stop the count. That's very nice. Oh man. But yes, young Gup says Chrissy Teigen is the worst. That shit with Michael Costello is sickening. Let me go pull that up, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. As this wraps up here, Jay says this designer Michael Costello shares that in 2014 Chrissy Teigen bullied him due to photoshopped messages and had him blacklisted in Hollywood. He also shared he planned to take his own life due to the bullying. This is what the exchange was. This is how it went. Dan, which messages? Please tell me. Oh, here we go. Oh God, I love this one. Give me a moment while I pull it up. That's all time great. And Pete Dominic gets it with 62% of the vote, but someone extra voted, so it's no longer at 420. It's at 421. Eli Stein, thank you so much for the 389 bits. Young Gup, thank you for the 8,556 channel points. But anyways, this is how the exchange goes. It says, Chrissy, can I call you? Chrissy responds, no, I do not have anything to say to you. You will get what's coming to you. Michael Costello then responds, Chrissy, I've never called anyone the N-word. Those fake images were photoshopped from a former disgruntled employee. Good luck with that. LMAO. Hope that story keeps your already dead career going. He then responds to this, please call me, gives them the number. I'm suffering from this more than you can imagine. So many people are attacking me over this. It's a fake story, but your comment is adding more fuel to the fire. And then she says, good, racist people like you deserve to suffer and die. You might as well be dead. Your career is over. Just watch. Go fuck yourself, Chrissy. Truly one of the worst people on this planet. I just can't stand her. Dr. Sluice, thank you so much for the 8-month sub. 8 months in a row. Dr. Sluice says, she really is the absolute worst. She has contributed absolutely nothing good to polite society. How did she become famous? She was a Sports Illustrated model. Swimsuit model. So she's still eligible to get the list. The ranking. So let's go congratulate Pete Dominic on getting number 1. Thank God we don't have to look at his fucking twerking tweets anymore. All right, let's go. So luckily we all thought yeah, this is the pedo tweets. Yeah, that definitely gets you number 1, right? Yeah, thankfully we were right about that. Pete Dominic getting number 1. All right, so this is what I'm going to do for the last for the next 2 votes. We're going to do 2 votes. The first one will be for number 2, and the next one will be for number 3. And this is what I'm going to do. Whoever gets Whoever wins this one gets number 2, and then we're doing a head-to-head for number 3. Whichever one doesn't win the number 3 spot gets number 4 automatically. Okay, so I'm not having any of these people drop below number 4. They're that bad. But before I get to that, because we were talking about libertarians, let me get this going up here real quick. Daniel Collins sending this in. God damn it. I have to like log out of this and then log back into mine. Give me a moment.
Have to have a government-issued license to drive a car.
Here we go.
Hell no.
One of my favorite videos of all time.
Should someone have to have a government-issued license to drive a car?
Hell no.
What's next? Requiring a license to make toast in your own damn toaster?
The license to drive? You know, I'd like to see some competency exhibited by people before they drive.
He gets booed for it. Let's watch it again. One more time.
Should someone have to have a government-issued license to drive a car?
Hell no.
What's next? Requiring a license to make toast in your own damn toaster?
The license to drive? You know, I'd like to see some competency exhibited by people before they drive.
Too good. Too good. Too funny. All right, so let's go ahead and start the next vote. That's for number 2. I really should turn on the fan in here. God, I'm so hot. We got Charlotte Clymer, Madeline Billis, and then Chrissy Teigen. This is going to be 2 minutes instead. 69 channel points per extra vote, 1 bit per extra vote. Poll begins right now. I'm going to go turn on the fan. Give me a moment. Give a little light here too. Oh, please go faster. Make this work. Oh. All right, let's just hope that works. Looks like Madeline Billis is taking the lead. Quite a significant lead. Let's go to the tweet that she is being referenced in. This is the tweet. Let's see what you got. I had no choice. Bitch killed the dog. It's bullshit. It is true. It's bullshit. Somebody take Fuzzy's phone. Oh God. Yeah, bro. Don't mute it.
I love you, Fuzzy.
That's so good. Retweet immediately. Okay, Madeline Billis gets number 2 for the dog killing tweet. Okay, let's get her out of here. All right. And now for the final poll of the top 4. It's going to be between Chrissy Teigen and Charlotte Clymer. And that's going to be 1 minute. Whoever doesn't get this gets number 4 automatically. One minute on the clock, and of course you get all the, spend the bits or channel points. Go ahead and spend them. What was the Charlotte one? There were many, but this is the worst one. Which one is it? This is the one. This is the one that's probably the worst. It says, Iran literally pays for trans-affirming medical care with state funds, so not exactly a great way to make your point there, sweetie. It is literally either giving them a trans operation, or they execute the gay person. And then Chrissy Teigen's all about the bullying, so. And it's looking like Charlotte Clymer's going to get number 3, which means Chrissy Teigen gets number 4. So congratulations to all the parties involved. Charlotte Clymer, Chrissy Teigen. Okay. So a little bit of a switch up. Let's go ahead and get... When did I just close? Okay, it was a Charlotte Clymer tweet. Okay, next up, we got several... Oh, man. Tails X-Files contributes 75 bits. Young Gup contributes 690 channel points. Very nice. And then Charlotte Clymer got 96 votes, which is the reverse. Nice. Reverse 69. Very nice, as Eli Stein points out. Next up, we got number 5 coming up. This is for poll for number 5. So we have, obviously, the Lazy Holocaust comparison by Josh Mandel. We have Greg Kelly with his poorly executed joke. He also had him complaining about no white men being on television. Okay. So Josh Mandel, Greg Kelly. Then we got, let's see, Libertarian Party, New Hampshire. And then we have Tom for Congress, who definitely blocked me. But didn't block Kate, as far as I know. Let's go back to my other account. And then we have Naomi Sayers with her sex work tweet. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock for this. And of course you get all the channel points and bits that you can add to it. So that poll has just begun. Wow, Naomi Sayers is actually pulling ahead quite a bit. 57% of the vote. But it looks like she is trailing up. She is under the 51% threshold. Wow, Pupper, you just now got a live stream notification? What happened? Oh no, is my internet just being a real bitch? It says, your stream is experiencing issues. I'll post the Google Doc, give me a moment. Man, it sucks that the stream is still kicking dust. So it looks like we'll have a plurality and not a majority. So that means Naomi Sayers and, well, we'll see what happens. Top two move on to the final. There we go. We got Naomi Sayers and Libertarian Party in the runoff. Thank you, Eli Stein, for contributing 88 bits. Jane Styles for 138 channel points. So let's go ahead. Number 5, runoff. This is going to be 1 minute long. It's going to be Naomi Sayers and Libertarian Party of New Hampshire. 1 minute on the clock. Poll begins right now. Get those votes in. If Siraj had been a doctor like Bubba wanted, the internet would work. Truly. This is truly what I deserve. Looks like Naomi Sayers is going to take it. I'm going to put Lincoln, not Lincoln, Libertarian Party at number 6. I think what I might do from now on is every time you have a runoff, whoever loses just gets the spot just underneath them. Thank you, Eli, for the 8 bits. Appreciate you. All right, so let's go to what's next. We have time. Greg Kelly, Libertarian Party, and Naomi Sayers. All right. Nolan, what have you heard about the Libertarian Party? I'm gonna look into it a little bit more. Let's go ahead and look up the next one. Next poll. It's gonna be for number 7. So we have Gray. We got. Oh, do I want to do Time Magazine? We definitely got to include Josh Mandel. We got to do Greg Kelly for his joke that didn't land. in this whole thing about complaining about white people not being in commercials. I don't know which one this was. I'm assuming what happened. Tom for Congress. What happened to Tom for Congress? There we go. The banana clip full of rounds from an AR-15 directed at that tail rider could do an awful lot of good. Let's just do Tom for Congress. And then we have... I am willing to leave Charlie Kirk out of the discussion of being listed because we simply don't know what the end effects are, and I hate the speculation. So we'll make him an honorable mention for now. Elizabeth Warren, I will include. And then finally, 12 News. We'll put 3 minutes on the clock. You get the channel points and the bits. Poll is live now. Tails X-File, thank you so much for subbing for 2 months, Habibi. Go ahead and get those votes in. And since Elizabeth Warren is leading, you can read her tweet about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Her basically shilling for big banks. Who would have thought? Not me. Not me. I'm going to try to get you guys out of here ASAP. We're nearly done. I really hope my internet is better with the new laptop tomorrow night because when Jay and I were both streaming from my place in DC from his laptop for a BB Power Hour, quality was amazing. And I got basically the exact same laptop he got. So NVIDIA 2070 graphics card, not an AMD Ryzen 9 CPU. I think I got an Intel i7 CPU. I think honestly it's the fan. The fan just doesn't work that well. I like using the MacBook, but it's not good for this shit. It's not good for streaming at all. Yeah, Bart, that's true. It's just not made for this. Oh, well, we got a real competition between Elizabeth Warren and 12 News for who has the worst tweet. Looks like we might get a, what's it called? A runoff, if this holds up. But still enough time. Let's go to the 12 News tweet so you guys can see what that looks like since it's in the lead right now. It says, as rising murder rates gain attention in American cities, Republicans have ramped up a misleading campaign to cast Democrats as anti-police and lax on public safety. Again, they didn't have to do any misleading campaign. They literally just took the words right out of every Democrat's mouth for the most part. Or most Democrats. Because they said that shit themselves. I mean, do you guys remember defund the police? It's not like Republicans came up with that shit. All right, so it looks like we'll have a runoff between Elizabeth Warren and 12 News, and this will be for 7 and 8. BP, what's happening, Habibi? Hope you get your shirt in pretty soon. I just sent it off. Oh shit! Yesterday, fuck. Things are just so crazy. I just don't remember when things happen. Elizabeth Warren and 12 News. So again, we have the cryptocurrency and 12 News. We're gonna do 1 minute on the clock. Run off. Whoever wins gets 7. Whoever loses gets number 8. Poll begins right now. Go get those votes in. Yeah, Nick. Apple and streaming never mix. I learned the hard way, really. I really did. All right. 12 News gets it. Eli, thank you so much for the 102 bits. Nick H. Shoot, thank you so much for the 3,864 channel points. 12 News gets number 7. Elizabeth Warren gets number 8. I did hear about Juneteenth. I don't have any problem with it. Commemorating the end of slavery is a great thing. Making it a national holiday, I'm perfectly fine with it. I don't know why anybody would have a problem with it. All right, now for number 9. We have a number of tweets. I'm going to include Time Magazine. Sorry, not that one. This is the one. This is Biden takes on Putin with that cover. You got Josh Mandel with his Holocaust comparison. You got Greg Kelly with his poorly joke that didn't land, as well as his complaining about no white men being in any commercials. Then you have Tom for Congress talking about using a banana clip, which doesn't exist, for an AR-15 to shoot down a state DHS Border Patrol helicopter. And then, let's see, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? We'll include Charlie Kirk in this discussion. So we got number 9. So Time, Josh Mandel, Greg Kelly, Tom for Congress, and then Charlie Kirk. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock here. And you can use your channel points and bits. Go ahead. Poll is now live. Nick H2 says I wasted my imaginary points for someone attacking imaginary currency. Yeah, like this also is a matter, Popper says I don't either, but surprised it was unanimous. That's a good thing. That obviously puts a pretty big dent in the filibuster conversation, I feel. Oh, you think the filibuster is white supremacy? Well, Republicans and Democrats, by unanimous consent, made Juneteenth a national holiday. So that's something. You sent the vaccine song, Dan. Did you send it over DM or did you send it on here? Because that's a big difference. I mean, I can just do it from here. I don't actually have to pull it up. Let's go ahead and come on, Siraj. Give me a moment. Here we go.
Got the vaccine, you got the vaccine, they got the vaccine, we got the vaccine. We can get back to normal, let me inform you, let's all get the vaccine. It's about community immunity, I'm talking unity for you and me. If Doc said says it's good, trust me, it's good. Now let's all get the vaccine. I'm the king of rock. There is none higher. DMC, I will inspire. Time for us to trust and not debate. The vaccine, believe it's safe to take. 9 out of 10 people won't get sick. That's 90% effective and legit. This COVID thing is real and it will find you. It's killing our people, let me remind you. Back in the days, there was polio, smallpox, back in the days. Measles and mumps, man, back in the days. But because of the vaccines, none of those stayed. Vaccines, they work to trigger immunity. 2 shots, we got antibody security. We gotta act now, no need to wait. Get your vaccine before it's too late, for real.
Oh, such a great song. Every time fills me with joy. All right, we have a runoff. Wow. Josh Mandel versus Tom for Congress versus Tom. Well, this is Josh Mandel, Tom for Congress, and time. So let's narrow down the field, shall we? This will literally be a top 3. Odd person out. Actually, you know what? Tom for Congress and Josh Mandel. So that's runoff. I'm not going to make any exceptions. Time, sorry, get the fuck out of here. This is going to be 1 minute. Whoever wins gets number 9. Whoever loses gets number 10. So just so you can see it here, we got Josh Mandel. Says, Democrat Jews who support Ilhan Omar are making the same mistake of German Jews who thought that cooperating with the Nazis would spare them. They ended up on the same trains to the same camps as my grandfather Joe from Poland. And then this defund the police. 1 minute on the clock. Go ahead. Get those votes in. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep right after this, I think, or play some video games. I don't know. I'm not gonna stream after this. I can tell you that much. Dan says you got me hooked on that song. I can't hate it anymore. It's oftentimes, yeah, that's Stockholm syndrome, as Josh says. What's also really funny is that I oftentimes just have that song stuck in my head for no reason. And there we go. Josh Mandel gets it. Gets number 9. And Tom for Congress, number 10. And there you have it. Top 10 this week. Pete Dominic with his pedo tweets. Madeline Billis with her dog-killing tweets. Charlotte Clymer with her trans Iran tweet. Chrissy Teigen with her trying to play off like she didn't bully the fuck out of people and tell them to go kill themselves in the DMs and people who had absolutely no following. Chrissy Teigen coming in at number 4. At number 5, we got Naomi Sayers tweeting about how all young people should go into sex work because regular work is too exploitative, like sex work isn't. Libertarian Party coming in at number 6. Hey, Mary. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Habibti. Ya Amri, Ya Ummi. So great to meet you this past week, Mary. It was truly delightful hanging out with you. Jay is truly blessed to have you as his mother. Then we have 12 News coming in at number 7, talking about the rising crime. Elizabeth Warren coming in at number 8, talking about cryptocurrency. Josh Mandel with his lazy Holocaust comparison. And then Tom for Congress at number 10. And before I leave you all tonight, we are going to do my favorite.
Hiya, Pfizer.
Hi, Ben.
You got any extra shots?
Sure, Ben.
Sleeves up.
I'm a Pfizer girl in a COVID world. I'm the classic, mRNA-tastic, 95%. There's no argument. Got no contagion with my vaccination.
Come on, Pfizer, let's go party.
With a mask on.
Come on, Pfizer, to do this again for my second shot.
Oh, I love you, Ben.
So good. So good, Habibis. Wow, we did this all in an hour and a half. Actually, less than that, because I let you guys basically chill in the lobby for like 3 minutes. Habibis, thank you so much for joining me tonight on tonight's stream. For the listening people, the list will drop tomorrow. We got a brand new episode of Habibi Power Hour tomorrow night, episode 70, which is actually 69 plus 1. So I wonder if we're going to start numbering them as actually 69 plus 1, as opposed to, like 69 plus 2. I got to talk to Jay about it. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, Habibis, I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. Appreciate all the love. Thank you to all the Habibis who are tuning in, who came out to Habibi Week. I know Damon's out here. I don't know if anyone else is. But if you are here and you came to Habibi Week, it was very great to meet all of you. So, with that being said, love you all. Hope you all have a good night, Habibis. And have a good... Oh yeah, Dan. What's up, Dan? There you are. You lurking in the chat. Lurking. So, yes. Dan, Damon, so great to meet you guys both. So glad you came out. I'm going to go get some sleep. I love you all. Hope you have a good night. Peace. Master them.